Hi, this is Lefty Dad, and I'm continuing my replay of the 1948 season with PC Replay Baseball. Currently on August 3rd of 1948, there's been one game played so far, actually two games played so far in the schedule. Satchel Paige had his first start with the Cleveland Indians and with the regular major league teams, and he did quite well. He went 8 innings, and I think in the real game on that date he went about, I think he got into the 8th inning, but he struck out 9 in 8 innings and won the game. Early win, lost his 16th game of the year, and of course Washington is in last place in the American League with only 30 wins. There was also a game between the Athletics and the White Sox, and Philadelphia really clobbered them, so they are trying to get up into 5th place, but they're still in 6th place. So now the game today is between, and I should also say Cleveland has struggled in the last week or so. Let's see if I can look at their team page here, and they are 3-7 in their last 10. So this win has kind of turned things around. They're going to be playing, I believe, at New York. They're going to be playing. New York is coming to them for 4 games, so that'll be a very consequential series that's coming up starting August 6th. And New York lost their last game. They're 7-3 so far in the last 10 games, but let's see if they're they're 1 game out. Boston has really done well in the last few games, and I'll take a look at them here. They're 7-3 with a 4-game winning streak, and they're going to be playing 3 games at St. Louis against the Browns, so that should go pretty well for them. But back to the game of the day right now. It's going to be New York at Detroit, and let's see how Detroit has done lately. Detroit is 9-1. They were, I think, the team of the week in the last weekly report that I had. Let me just look at that last weekly roundup. And the team of the week, no, it was the St. Louis Cardinals, who were 5-1 during that week. But in the American League, Detroit is probably the hottest team right now, so that'll be interesting to see how New York is able to do against them. I'm in the Midwest, where over the weekend it's been 22 degrees below zero with a wind chill of over 40, minus 40. It's only minus 6 degrees right now, and it seems incredibly like a summer day. Anyway, let's start. Spec Shea is starting for the Yankees, and he has just really done phenomenally well. He is 9-1, and in the real season he was 9-10, so he's way overperforming, and they've really relied on him more than anybody else as a starting pitcher. Virgil Trucks is a good pitcher too. So let's get things going. I'm going to manage the Yankees. Detroit is coming into this game. The Yankees are coming to Briggs Stadium in Detroit, but and my cat is starting to meow at me, so that could be a problem. And let's take it away here at Briggs Stadium. I'll try to hurry this game up a little bit for the sake of my cat. Virgil Trucks, you can see he's got a lot of ones, and he has struck out 105 in 130 innings, which for 1948 is tremendous. He's from Birmingham, Alabama. So let's take the game away. And he starts off by walking Stuffy Sternweiss. And now Tommy Henrik, who is having a phenomenal season. He's hitting .334. He had a great season, but he's hitting nearly 30 points over what he did in that 1948 season. He had 2 triples in June in one game as a kind of great accomplishment. And there's going to be a rare play. Sternweiss gets a huge jump from first, steals second as the catcher Terry sails into center feet. Sternweiss gets into third, and because the center fielder's arm is not higher than Sternweiss's speed, he's safe at third. Swift is charged with an error. And hold on a second while I give my cat a treat. And I'll be right back, so don't go anywhere. And I'm getting back here into the broadcast booth. And back to the game. We've got nobody out, runner on third, and Heinrich hits a ground ball to third, and he drives in the first run of the game. Charlie Keller, who's had a back injury in real life in 1948, and he has been troubled by that. He missed a lot of games. He's only been in 36 games. This is his 36th game, and he's hitting .246. He only hit 1 home run, but that was, I think, in the last game they played. But he legs out a ground ball, and again, I'm feeling a lack of confidence, and I should have done a little more homework. How to pronounce? Is it Lipon, the shortstop? Is it Vico? I'll look these up and put them in the comments after the game is over. DiMaggio's up 1 out. DiMaggio can hit into double plays, but he draws a walk. This is his 94th game, so he's been in every game except one this season. Yogi Berra is up. He had a great game last game and hit a home run, back-to-back home runs, DiMaggio and Berra. They still lost, but he's hitting .304, and he's probably going to hit into a double play, and he does. But the Yankees go up 1-0. Eddie Lake leads off and hits a single off of Shea, and now Vico is up, and he's going to get a base hit, knocks the ball right over the first baseman's head into right field. George Kell is up, hitting .327, their leading hitter, although Hoot Evers is 1 percentage point behind him. He tries to bunt them over, and he does. So he moves the runners over, gives himself up. Vic Wertz is up. That's going to be a strikeout. There's a timely out from Shea, and now Hoot Evers, their second leading hitter, at .326 with 7 home runs, is up, and he is going to strike out. So Shea dramatically comes back and shuts the door on the Tigers. McQuinn leads off this top of the second for the Yankees, hits a ground out, I believe it was to the first baseman, and now Billy Johnson is up, and Billy Johnson is able to get on first base. Phil Rizzuto hits a fly out to Evers, a looping drive to center, and Evers is able to make the catch. So we have 2 outs. Shea is up. He's hitting .132, and he is going to line out to the shortstop. So we go to the bottom of the second. Wakefield is up. Wakefield strikes out. So Shea has been phenomenal this season. He continues going for his 10th win here, and he, so far, I guess he has recorded 4 outs, and 3 of them have been strikeouts. Here's Lipon, Johnny Lipon, and that's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, the first baseman, 2 outs. Swift, who's hitting below 200, is out. So we go to the top of the 3rd inning. Virgil Trucks has allowed 2 hits so far and 1 run. Sternweiss is up again. This could be a dribbler to the mound. It'll all be based on how fast Sternweiss is able to run, but he's not able to run fast enough. He's out by a step. Henrik is up. He drove in a run with a ground ball last time up, and this is going to be a dribbler to the catcher. They throw him out at first. So we've got 2 out now. Keller is up. Keller could... It's going to be a close play at first, and Keller is out by a step. So we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Virgil Trucks leads it off, and there's a close play at first. He's out. A lot of ground balls and a lot of close plays at first. Most of them have been outs. 1 out. Eddie Lake, we're back to the top of the lineup for Detroit, and I'm going to slow things down here a little bit because things are going too fast for me. Eddie Lake is up. He got the base hit to start things off for the Tigers. This is going to be a leaping catch by Phil Rizzuto, and he has to leap pretty high sometimes to make up for his lack of height. Sam Vico is, I'll look his pronunciation up after the game. Vico had a single, hitting 261. This could be out of here, and it's not. It's a base hit. So Vico is 2 for 2 in this game. George Kell, who sacrificed the 2 runners over to 2nd and 3rd the last time he was up, hits a deep fly to left, right up against the wall, and Charlie Keller gets Kell out. I believe that, yeah, Keller is in left field. So we go to the top of the 4th. It's a 1-0 game. Detroit, like I say, has been really hot, and the Yankees are in 2nd place. And we have DiMaggio, who walked the last time up, and he's going to hit a line drive to the shortstop, who leaps up and catches it. Berra is up. Berra grounded into a double play. This could be, oh, it's a line out. I thought it was to the 3rd baseman. If he had not been able to leap to his right to catch it, it could have been a double, maybe even a triple. And now McQuinn is 38 years old, and he has had a really good season. He has driven in 55 runs. He's hitting 273. Let's see what he was only hit 248 in real life, and he has driven in way more runs than he did in real life. He, I guess, is going to be running out of at-bats here if things go the way they should with, I'm using as-played lineups. So, but he has really overperformed and helped with the Yankees' cause this season. It's going to be a strikeout, though. So we go to the bottom of the 4th, and Vic Wertz is up. Vic is hitting 276, and he hit 248, so he's really doing well this season. Lefty-righty matchup, and it's going to be a deep fly out to left. He hit it again all the way to the fence. Keller had been playing deep, so he's out. Now here is Hoot Evers. He gets a base hit and takes the lead in batting average on the Tigers by 1 point. He was 1 point behind, I think, and now he's 1 point ahead of George Kell. Dick Wakefield is up. The left fielder, he hits a deep fly to right up against the fence. Henrik is there to get that ball. So Shea is either striking him out or just barely keeping him in the ballpark. So we've got two outs. Johnny Lipon, and he strikes out. So we have a real pitcher's duel going on. I have a feeling that with both of these teams, there will be some offense before the game is over. Top of the 5th now. Billy Johnson is up. Billy, 29 years old, and he hit 294, but he's currently hitting 343, so he is really overperforming too. And in fact, he's the leading hitter on this New York team and has been in every game. 90. This is his 96th game, and he has walked a lot too. So he's got 64. He's got 38 walks and only 22 strikeouts. So here we go with Johnson. Could be an infield single if he can run it out, and he does. He's on by a step. So we've got a runner on first. Phil Rizzuto's up. What will Phil do? I think we're going to let Phil hit. He doesn't hit into a lot of double plays, and Shea, I don't want to use up and out and then have Shea up with nothing to do. This is probably, I don't think this is going to be a double play. No. Okay. Well, we've got Rizzuto on first, and we're going to have Shea sacrifice, and he is unsuccessful. He bunts the ball to Kell, but Kell goes to second. So Sternweiss is up, hitting 276. In real life, he hit 252, so he's hitting 20 points over his average. And this is a looping drive to left field. We'll see. He's got a roll of 52 or higher, and he does not. So we go to the bottom of the fifth, and it's a 1-0 ball game. Bob Swift is up in the 8th slot. He's the catcher. He's not doing well at the plate. He hit 223, but he's only hitting 194 right now, and he flew out to center the last time up. This will be a walk, and we'll see. Maybe there's going to be a wild pitch or something. No, it's going to be a pass ball because Berra, again, is still not a good defensive player. He needs Bill Dickey to show him the ropes before he gets any better. So there's a pass ball. Now Trucks is up. You can see over here Trucks has 8 batters yet that he can face, and then he can maybe even go longer. Shea is doing good with 10 batters yet that he can face. And Trucks tries to hit, he hits a bunt, bunts a ball down first baseline. Will McQuinn be able to field it? Oh, he does not. He needed a 52 or lower. He got a 54. So Detroit is threatening here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on the corners, and Eddie Lake is up. So let's see. The last time Detroit had runners on second and third, Shea struck out 2 straight hitters to get out of the inning. Now Lake is up, and I think that we're going to play everybody in, not just the first baseman. Lake pops out to the third. He popped him up. I remember Harry Carey would get mad when the Cubs would be threatening, and then there'd be a pop-up. He'd say, he popped him up. Okay, 1 out. Now we can look for the double play, and Sam Vico is a real candidate for the, I mean, he is, all these ones here in his 4 column are double plays, and the 35s in his, or all these 4s in his 4 column. Let me rephrase that. All of the 1s in his 4 column are double plays. All of the 35s in his 1 column are double plays. So we're going to hope that he hits into a double play, and no, he hits it in the air. And Henrik is kind of an average left fielder. He's got to roll a 35 or less to catch the ball, and he does not. And now we have a tie ball game. Well, what can you expect? You can't say to Shea, we gave you a one-run lead, now go out there and hold it. Kell is up. He is a possible double play candidate, and he lines out to center. And now we've got 2 out, the tie score. Vic Wirtz is up, hit a deep drive to left last time, almost left the ballpark. This could be a strikeout. He strikes out, and we go to the top of the sixth, and we've got Tommy Henrik, who is 0 for 2, 2 ground outs. This is going to be a fly out to center, so he's 0 for 3. Charlie Keller, and Keller hits a tough grounder to Lipon. We'll see if he can handle it. He does. There's a ground out. Okay, Joe DiMaggio with his 23 home runs. He is 0 for 1 with a walk, and he hits a sharp grounder to short, so it's an easy out. So 1, 2, 3, they go down for the Yankees. Bottom of the sixth, and Hoot Evers is up. Tough hitter. Oh man, he hits a double right over Keller's head. No, it's not. It's a single. So the Yankees kind of dodged the bullet there. Wakefield's up. Wakefield is a below average bunter. He does have the lefty-righty advantage, and he is 0 for 2. This could be a double play. Rizzuto gets the ball, no doubt about it. Good infield up the middle, good infield all around for the Yankees. So now we have 2 out in the 6th inning. Lipon is up, and it's going to be a sharp grounder to the second baseman. So New York, Trucks is limited to New York to only 3 hits. Both teams have committed an error. Yogi Berra is up. You never know what Berra's going to do. He's got the lefty-righty advantage, and it's a ground ball to second baseman. He is 0 for 3 now. McQuinn is up. He's got the lefty advantage on Trucks, and he strikes out. Wow. Trucks is currently has an ERA of 3.43, and and Trucks he's doing better. His whip is about identical, and he was 8-5. He's 8-5 this season. He's 8-5 so far. Wins and losses. In real life, he was 14-13. So everything is going about the way it's supposed to for Trucks. Okay, the best hitter on the Yankees right now, Billy Johnson, is up, and Johnson gets a base hit, and it could even be a double, or it could even get the second if Wakefield muffs it, and he is almost a guaranteed muff out there in left field. So we've got Johnson on at second, and we're going to change this to go for it. So he's going to really try to get in to score. Shea still can face 2 hitters, then possibly can go with another 10 hitters. So he's probably good for the game, but I wonder how we're doing with our bullpen. Yeah, we've got all of our main late inning bullpen pitchers ready. So we'll see if Rizzuto will let him swing away, and they walk him. Ooh, they walk him. That makes it 2 out. So, tough decision coming up. I think we're going to let Shea hit, and he pops out. Wow, we could have possibly had a triple if Trucks was just not so good. If he was a 4 or even a 3 up there instead of a 1 in his 3 column, there would have been a triple. But we go to the bottom of the 7th. It's a tie game, and we have the number 8 hitter, Swift, who is hitting below 200. Swift walks. Ooh, unexpected. Now Trucks is up. He's not a good bunter, but they are going to have a bunt, and he bunts it, a hard bunt, right back to Shea, who goes to second. Oh no, Shea, they did a batter's face boost check, which his complete game rating is a 1, which is the best you can get, but the computer only rolled a 1. It was not higher. Anything above a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 would have been, he would have been able to face another 10. So we wasted Shea, I think, batting in the 7th, and now he's not going to be able to finish the game, I don't think. We've got 1 out. Lake is up. Lake is 1 for 3. He had that leadoff hit Going to be a pop out to the second baseman. And now Vico is up, and he's 3 for 3, 3 base hits. Trucks is not fast at first base. And there's going to be a sharp ground ball to the second baseman. Sternweiss tosses it over to McQuinn, and we go to the top of the 8th, top of the order. Sternweiss is up. He's 0 for 2 with a walk, and I think that's going to be a base hit. Yeah, it's off Kell's glove. Okay. And now Trucks is going to be able to go another 10 innings. He'll be able to finish the game unless it goes into extra innings, because he rolled a 5, and he has the best complete game rating you can get with a 1. Okay, Henrik is up. Henrik doesn't drastically hit in double plays. He's an average bunter, so I think we're going to let him hit. He's got the lefty-righty advantage. Henrik smashes it over the outfield wall for his 17th home run. Oh, what a heroic feat here by Henrik. And Henrik hit 25 home runs in 1948 with 100 RBIs. He's got 80 RBIs now. So that deadens the crowd here at Briggs Stadium. And too bad that Shea, well, maybe Shea will be able to go the distance. He would have to kind of be perfect. He strikes out Keller, or Keller strikes out, sorry, the Yankees are still up here. And DiMaggio is up, he's 0 for 2. He's got a base hit up the middle. Splits the shortstop and the second baseman. Now Berra is up with 1 out. We'll let Berra hit. There's a deep fly out to right field, but right at the fence is Vic Wertz to catch it. Okay, McQuinn is up. McQuinn pops out to the second baseman. So, bottom of the 8th, Shea can face 5 more hitters. If anybody gets on base, he will be exhausted and we'll have to take him out. So, Kell is up. Kell is 0 for 2. Wow, there is a line drive to right field that could even go for extra bases. But Henrik is able to get it into the second baseman. But that's it. That's it for Shea. And we are going to have somebody come in. I think we're going to do a double switch because Shea will hit next inning. So we'll have, again, I'm not quite sure about this guy's pronunciation. Suchok. Anyway, he's going to come in and play first. He's pretty good. And we are going to bring Joe Page in because there's some left-handers coming up. Joe has pitched in 42 innings. He actually pitched in 107. He's got a lot of innings. I guess I've been overusing Carl Drews here. He's only got 6 innings. Hiller's got more. But the pitchers on the Yankees this year have been getting a lot of complete games. So Page will come in and we'll do a double switch. See how easy everything is to do on PC Replay Baseball, which is great AAA plus rating on this game, both the board game and this beautiful, marvelous direct port. It's a direct port of the baseball game, so if you want to play the game with cards and dice, you can input the stats. It's a direct port. Okay, Page was dreadful earlier in the season. He's now doing well. He at one point I think he was like 1-6. So I mean he was losing all the games. Now he's won a lot of games in a row. They're going to pinch hit for Wertz because they want to get a right-hander at the plate. The tying run is at the plate, and it's going to be a strikeout. 1 out. Okay, Hoot Evers is up. Hoot is 2 for 3, and that's going to be a tough play for Sternweiss. Is he up to it, or is he going to mess it up? No. He is able to catch the ball and go to second with it. So we keep the runner off second, and we have Wakefield up. Wakefield hits left-handed. Will they pinch hit? No, and he strikes out. Joe Page has really been dominant for the past 2 months. So now Mullen is inserted in right field because of that pinch hitting that went on. And Billy Johnson leads off. Who is 3 for 3. 3 singles. Trucks is still on the mound. And this is going to be a sharp grounder to Kell. He's right up with it, over to first. So there's one away. Rizzuto is up. And that's going to be a ground out to the pitcher, a little nubber. And Suchik is up. He has really been disappointing. They platoon pretty regularly with Quinn and him. But I guess he's doing better than he really did. I thought he was doing better. He hit 203 really in the season. He's hitting 211. So I guess I've got to lower my expectations for this guy. Big player for 1948, 6'2". Now Trucks is on the mound, and there's a deep fly to left, right up to the fence. Right, if Trucks would have been a left-handed pitcher, it would have been out of here. It would have been his 3rd home run. So it all goes down to the bottom of the 9th. Do we want to make any defensive changes? I don't think so. Well, Lindell is a little bit better than Keller in terms of errors. So I think we'll put Lindell into left. DiMaggio, you know, he's got an 11 rating up here, which is the worst you can get. Now I was a little shocked by that when I first got the season, but if you look in some of these defensive advanced detailed stats, he really did make a lot of errors for all the putouts that he had. So this is accurate, but it really did kind of shock me when I first saw it. I thought maybe there was a mistake, but there is no mistake. Okay, Page can still face 7 hitters. He's facing the bottom of the lineup, although Lipon is hitting 291, and he walks the leadoff hitter. Now there will be something going on here with the action chart. I maybe should have put somebody in for Berra because, well, no, I guess he could have stolen the base, but they decided they didn't want to risk it. So now we've got Swift up, and maybe I should bring in Berra is like the worst you can be sit behind the plate, so I think I'll bring in Niaros. I hope that's how you pronounce his name. Okay, so we've got a better catcher. He's not going to be an automatic on pass balls. Okay, Swift. I think that this is going to be a fly out to Henrik. We have to roll a 51 or less to get a fly out, and they roll a 36. So we're down. We have 1 out now. Still the tying run at the plate, and I think they're going to pinch hit for Trucks. They do with Jimmy Outlaw. I've always wondered what impact that would have on a person's life to have your last name be Outlaw. I guess if your last name was Priest, that might have an influence too. But as far as I know, Jimmy Outlaw was not an outlaw. But that's not based on any research. That's just a general perception. An outlaw is going to have to roll a 52 or higher to have a single occur based on the ballpark ratings of Briggs Stadium. He rolls a 32, so we now have 2 outs. Eddie Lake is up. Eddie Lake is not really a threat to go deep, considering he has no home runs this season, but he is the tying run at the plate. Joe Page on the mound. Joe Page, the 6'3". He was a giant in 1948. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th, tying run at the plate, and this is going to be a sharp grounder to Stern Weiss, who is excellent in the field, and that ends the game. So Shea has an incredible record of 10-1. Trucks, a great pitcher, goes down in defeat. Page picks up his 8th save, and let's see what that does to New York. New York now is back to half a game out of first with the Red Sox in first. I would like Cleveland to win the pennant ultimately, but it's a real barn burner of a pennant race here in my PC Replay Baseball 1948 replay. So if you like this video, please give me a like and please subscribe, because I'm trying this is my pilgrimage, pilgrimage to try to get to 100 subscribers. So Lefty Dad leaving you from Briggs Stadium, and goodbye.